Well, here I am at the back of the truck again. If any of you have watched this channel or the other channel, you'll know that I got a truck bed camper set up. I'm getting ready for a trip I'm gonna leave on in about 10 days. This is a new truck. And by new, I mean I've had it for about a year, but I've not had my truck bed camper set up in it. This is a 2022 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD Duramax diesel with 10-speed Allison transmission. The last truck was the same thing, but a 2-year older GMC. I believe the beds are the same, but the cap is different. 74 by 16. Can you guys remember that? Let's get this cleaned out. Neil Koch from Dig Drive DIY. If you're watching this, this is my garage sale heat gun. I bought this in 1994 maybe for $1.50. Still has the price tag on it from the garage sale. Still works. So like I said, bought this truck about a year ago, and I ordered the cap separately. My last truck had a cap on it too. It was a Lear all aluminum contractor box, and it was a pretty awesome toolbox. What I liked about it is that the toolbox could hang off of this 1-inch square tube skeleton structure to it. This one's a fiberglass. It looks way better, which is important. And I got it with a toolbox as well and a side door. It immediately fell out of the truck. I called them and said, how do I get this thing to stay in better? And they said, you don't. It has a 75-pound weight rating to the toolbox. Well, the toolbox itself weighs 40 pounds, so unless you're a pillow salesman, you're over. So we're gonna make a better one that won't come crashing out. This thing, my goal is about 300 pounds on this one, and when I jump it like the Dukes of Hazzard, everything will stay in place. So I think we're gonna build this kind of in place, and then we're gonna take it out, do it over again. So that's easy. This cap, the bed rail has a lip all the way around. And the way it was done before, it sat on the lip here, but it didn't sit on the end. There isn't one on this end because that's opened outside. So there are 2 bolts holding this cap down. I'm gonna pull them out, drill them all the way through, hold them. You'll see, you guys will see. This is basically it, bottom and top. I got some pocket screws in here to hold it together. We're gonna put an angle iron down the inside here, just an aluminum channel, and screw it to hold it together better, because this is where all the weight is. But here's where it failed before. So right up here, there are just 2 holes, and it's like the fiberglass is thicker there, so they just put some screws into it and called that good. That doesn't fly. But here, if you could see these all the way down this row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. These are the bolts that bolt the rack to the top of the roof. Why they wouldn't use those, I don't know. These little plastic things are just like keeps. So I got a piece of garage door track. I spray painted it black. I'm gonna screw that into here and bolt it to the bottom of these bolts. Then I will through bolt this back piece to it. Craig screw this, angle iron, end cap, stained varnish, fill it with tools. What about them apples? This is funny. you guys have like habits that you just kind of fall into and you don't really mean to? Like, I have a ton of tape measures. I like these 25-foot Stanley ones. They're inexpensive. Stuff around the shop, these are great. I have a habit of setting them down, and setting them down like in the same place. You crawl in the truck, it's in the way, you take it off and set it down. I go back in the wood shop to cut a board, I don't have one, so I grab another one. And pretty soon, like, I'm 2 boards into this, I already have 3 tape measures on the end of the tailgate. I've got all these bolts exposed, I've got all the nuts off them. I didn't try my best not to spin them, turn them, anything, because they are most likely in cement. They might be in a T-track on the top, but I don't want to disturb it. This is just, you know what you use to hang a garage door with? It's nothing. It had a lot of holes in it, so I thought it might luck out. So far, so good. When in doubt, cut it out. Alright, the track is in and secured. So I got this in, screwed up, pocket screws, couple bolts up there, not the final specs. So I want to make some end caps here. I think I can get away with, you know, a straight cut through here. Try it and see how it goes. So I put a square piece up there. We got 7 7/8 here, so I'm going to measure back on the top, cut that angle to the bottom, see how it fits. Alright, I have to do a few little experiments. Let's get this fit. Try it again. Let's see. I'll take that. Doesn't have to fit, you know, squeaky tight. And I kind of leave this like a little shelf, so if I want to set some things on there, lay my phone up there, whatever, there'll be some other options. But it also allows me, you know, for things to kind of be in and out and hide it, you don't really see it. So I'm going to put these 3 pocket screws, the same on the other side. I'll put just a tack in the top, then I'm going to pull this whole thing out. I'm going to stain it all, and then I'm going to take Lexel and seal around all the seams, mostly for adhesion, just for gluing. We'll do that, and then we'll put that little piece of angle aluminum on the inside. Get this stained up, and then I'm going to have to let it dry overnight. 2 coats of poly. Probably check back in with you guys in a couple days. This is the bottom. I'm going to stain it real quick, flip it over onto these little drying pyramids, and stain the other side. It's all stained up. I'm going to let it sit overnight and dry. Like I said, I'm going to seal around it, 2 coats of varnish, so I'll wipe it off tomorrow, put a coat of varnish on it, let it dry, sand it, wipe it down, caulk it, varnish it again, and next time you guys see it, it'll be going in the truck. So we'll see you. Today's Saturday, probably Monday. Sanded, put another coat of polyacrylic on it. So it is 85% dry. I think, because I need this to work tomorrow, I've got to get this in the truck. It can dry overnight, but I don't want to be trying to put it in the morning. So I got this piece of angle iron here. I'm going to screw into the top and the back as a little bracket, extra support, keep that bottom from separating under the weight when the truck bounces around. But I'm going to go around with this Lexel. I've not used this stuff before. I used one by Gorilla Glue. They make, it's like clear construction adhesive. I don't know if it's silicone. I have no idea what's in it, but kind of a cool idea that, I can glue this after the fact. And I know putting it between the boards would be quite a bit better. But honestly, don't discredit the holding power of just running the bead of caulk around the inside of these joints, front and back. That will add a substantial amount of strength. I'm going to throw it down here, squish this into it, screw it off, caulk this. We'll throw it in the truck, and I'll probably caulk the, I guess it'd be the outside of the box, but the inside of the truck afterwards, and I'll just let it sit and dry in place overnight. It'll be ready to go in the morning. Let's give it a shot. The toolbox is in. It's all caulked in, bolted down, 100% finished. 100% finished. I'll probably do something with a shelf in there at some point, but for now I want to see if the bed and fridge slide fit in this truck like they did in the other one. I don't know why they wouldn't, other than that's my luck. And then we're going to hang a couple things on the underside of the toolbox. Let's give it a try. Fits pretty well. Let's take a closer look. So that fits in there pretty nice. This side kind of flaps around in the breeze a little bit, but once I put the fridge slide, we'll stick a block under there to hold that corner up. The middle over here is on top of the wheel well. This thing sits in there pretty good. We'll get it all together and do like a rig walk around when I'm out camping, but this is pretty cool so far. Let's get the fridge slide and the mattress in just to be sure. There we go. It all fits in there just fine. So just like the last truck, just like I thought, these little grooves keep this from sliding around. My board fit on there, my mattress is in. The fridge here, it's a little narrow, but the slide is wider than the fridge. I think down the road, I'm going to make from here all the way to here, all the way to the back, one big slide. So not only will the fridge come out further, make it a little easier to access, but whatever's in the back there will come out with it as well. That's for another video. In fact, I think I'm going to end this one here. So, till then, stay cool. See you then. Stay cool. I don't even know. Never mind. Bye.